Okay, everybody, we're back for some more of my Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection 30th Anniversary Special, in which we're going to play a couple of Game Gear games, Sega Game Gear games. First one we will play is Jeopardy. Let's go ahead and put the game in full screen mode. Thank you. There's Alex Trebek, who we miss very much.
This is Jeopardy!
One versus computer. Today we're taking on Jack. Dollar figures are in place. Here are the categories. We have the Civil War, Cats and Dogs, Wild West, Soggy Cinema, Basketball, and Medicine. Basketball 100, please.
The answer is...
The first basketball player to score over 25,000 points. Who is Walt Chamberlain?
Correct?
Basketball for 200, please. $100. Off to a good start. Let's keep it going.
The answer is...
UCLA coach known as the Wizard of Westwood. Who is John Wooden?
You are right.
Basketball for 300, please. Okay.
The answer is...
This form became an official Olympic sport in 1976. What is women's basketball?
Correct?
Basketball for 400.
The answer is...
The Celtics horticultural home. What is Boston Garden?
You are right. The answer is...
Named for a New York neighborhood, this team was founded in Chicago as the Savoy Big Five. Who are the Harlem Globetrotters?
You are right.
Right. We ran the category. We have 5 left. Let's say Cats and Dogs for 100, please.
The answer is...
Sir, this cat speaks for 9 lives. Who is Morris?
Yes.
Cats and Dogs for 200. Oops, I picked $300.
The
That's
answer
okay.
is
Geppetto's cat in Pinocchio. Who is Figaro?
yes.
Cats and dogs 200 for real.
The answer is
Dog who went from Petticoat Junction to international stardom. Who is Benji?
you are right.
Cats and dogs for 400. Okay.
The answer is
The Heart's dog on Heart to Heart. Who is Freeway?
correct.
Cats and dogs for 500, please.
The answer is
Mom and Dad to Disney's dog Scamp. Who are Lady and the Tramp?
you are right.
Okay. Up to $3,000 right now. Civil War 100. Sorry, Civil War 100, please.
The answer is
Sherman's march to the sea was across this state. What is Georgia? $3,000 right now.
yes.
Civil War for 2.
The answer is
165,000 fought the greatest battle in the history of the Western Hemisphere at this Pennsylvania town. What is Gettysburg?
yes.
The Civil War for 300.
The answer is
Civil War president who was a West Point grad. Civil War president who was a West Point grad. Who is Ulysses Grant?
no.
It wasn't Grant. Now I think I know who it was. It was Jefferson Davis. Yeah, that was my other gut instinct, but we won't worry about that. We'll just move on.
The answer is
Slave states that didn't secede were Kentucky, Maryland, Delaware, and this one. What is Missouri?
correct.
The Civil War for 500, please.
The answer is
Full name of the village where Lee surrendered to Grant. What is Appomattox Courthouse? That is right. Okay. $3,900. Medicine for honey, please. And the answer there is...
The answer is...
patient isolation. What is a quarantine?
Yes.
Medicine for 200, please.
The answer is...
Anti-malarial drug present in tonic water. What is quinine?
Correct.
Medicine for 300, please.
The answer is...
Cuban doctor Carl Finley was the first to discover they transmitted yellow fever. What are mosquitoes?
You are right.
Medicine for 400.
The answer is...
Greek physician who coined the words chronic, relapse, and convalescence. Who is Hippocrates?
Yes.
Alright. Medicine for 5.
The answer is...
France was the first major European country to forbid them to practice surgery. Who were nurses?
No.
Ooey. Barbers! Okay, get my other gut instinct. Let's keep trying. Soggy Cinema 100.
The answer is...
Alec Guinness's crew whistled while they worked on the bridge over this. What is the River Kwai?
You are right.
Soggy Cinema for 2.
The answer is...
Tidal noise made by mermaid Daryl Hannah. What is splash?
Yes.
Soggy Cinema for 300, please.
The answer is...
Movie in which the ship flipped over Shelley Winters. What is the Poseidon Adventure?
Yes.
Soggy Cinema 400.
The answer is...
In Butch Cassidy's cycling song, these kept falling on his head. What are raindrops?
Correct.
Sonic spin on 500. There we go.
The answer is
Puddles were props in this classic Gene Kelly number. What is Singing in the Rain? So we know the Daily Double's in the category of Wild West. So
yes.
let's try the $100 clue.
The answer is
Not there. Nickname of frontiersman, Indian agent, and Brigadier General Christopher Carson. What is Kit?
correct.
Wild West for 2.
The answer is
Not there. Event that always took place at a necktie social. What is a hanging?
correct.
300.
The answer is
Not there. The average speed of this mode was public transport was 5 to 10 miles per hour. What was the stagecoach? Or maybe it was the wagon train. Try wagon train.
no.
No. It was the stagecoach. Oh, my first gut instinct was right. Oh well. Let's try another clip.
The answer is
Not there. John H. Doc Holliday was one of these by profession. What's a dentist? So we know where the Daily Double is.
yes.
Here we go. And the last clue is mine because it is the Daily Double. I'll do 3,700. Alright, so put me at $10,000 if I get this right. Or
The
$37?
answer is
Driving mule trains dressed as a man, Martha Jane Canary was better known by this name. What is Lady Jane Calamity? I was going to try 3,700. But, oh well.
fine.
Oh, I would have been wrong anyway. Calamity Jane. It was Calamity Jane, so I had it mixed up. Oh well. So I guess it's a good thing it was $37 and 3,700. Let's play Double Jeopardy. Let's get to it. Jack goes first. Comedians, okay? For 200. Alright, let's try it.
The answer is
Comic whose daughter, Rain, is on head of the class. Who is Richard Pryor? Comedians for 400.
The answer is
Master of the Pause, followed by... Now cut that out! Who's Jack Benny?
you are right. The answer is
Pat Paulson ran for president on their controversial comedy hour. Who are the Smothers Brothers?
correct.
Comedians 800.
The answer is
After playing the nightclub circuit, he broke into movies with What's New, Pussycat? Who's Woody Allen?
correct.
Comedians for 500. Or for 1,000, I mean, excuse me. I forgot we're in Double Jeopardy now.
The answer is
Though originally a comic, he was the first black regular on a U.S. dramatic TV series. Who is Bill Cosby?
yes.
Alright. So we know fashion and Mr. and Mrs. are two of the categories up there. Let's look at the other three. World capitals, weapons, and psychology. Fashion for 200.
The answer is
Some kinds are military, motorcycle, football, and pith. What are helmets? We haven't heard from Jack at all this game.
yes.
Fashion for 400.
The answer is
Kimono country. What's Japan?
you are right.
Fashion for 600.
The answer is
The early 17th century collar that sounds like a dog's bark. What's a ruff?
yes.
Fashion for 800, please. Over $10,000 right now.
The answer is
Numerical name for knickers. What are plus fours?
yes.
Fashion for 1,000. I'll try $8,737. Here's the clue.
The answer is
From Latin for sheath, it's a tight military jacket with a high collar. What is a tunic?
Yes.
Okay. 20 grand. Mr. and Mrs. for 200.
The answer is.
The line ending a presidential press conference. What is thank you, Mr. President?
Correct.
Mr. and Mrs. for 400.
The answer is.
Hugh Lumpy Branham played this farming friend of Captain Kangaroo. Who is Mr. Green Jeans?
Yes. The answer is.
In this role, Kate Jackson was in the spy field with the Scarecrow. Who is Mrs. King?
You are right.
Mr. and Mrs. for 800.
The answer is.
According to Herman's Hermits, she has a lovely daughter. Who is Mrs. Brown?
Correct.
Mr. and Mrs. 1000. 22 grand right now sitting in front of me. Let's keep it going.
The answer is.
28 sequel to In the Heat of the Night. What is They Call Me Mr. Tibbs?
Correct.
Alright, okay. What's that last category there? Psychology, yeah, let's go there, 200.
The answer is.
What happens to wool washed in hot water, or slang for psychiatrist? What is shrink?
Yes.
Psychology for 400.
The answer is.
She was the first radio call-in psychologist. It was Dr. Tony Grant. Dr. Tony Grant. Psychology for 6.
The answer is.
Jean Piaget and Arnold Giselle specialized in this branch of psychology. What is child psychology?
Yes.
Psychology 800.
The answer is
Psychologist who wrote best-selling Escape from Freedom and the Art of Loving. Let's see if Jack knows this one. First time we've heard from him all game. Eric Fromm. Oh, okay.
yes. The answer is
Method of psychotherapy dealt with in games people play, and I'm okay, you're okay. It's transactional analysis. Transactional analysis. 2 categories left. Where are we going? World capitals. Oh, goody. No reason I shouldn't do well in this category.
the answer is
Swedish capital that gave us Ingrid Bergman, Greta Garbo, and Anne Margaret. What is Stockholm?
yes.
World capitals for 400, please.
The answer is
The Thais call this, their capital, the City of Angels. What is Bangkok? Oh, oops, I deleted the N by accident. Let's get the G in there. There we go. That's better.
yes.
World capitals for 800. For 600, I mean, excuse me. 600. I want 600 first.
The answer is
The world's highest capital, La Paz, is in this country. What is Bolivia?
yes.
Thank you. Okay.
The answer is
Just a water hole at the turn of the century, it's now Kenya's capital with over 800,000 people. What is Nairobi?
yes.
And 1,000.
The answer is
When the Dutch ruled this country, they built canals in Jakarta, its capital. What is Indonesia? So we know where the other Daily Double is, now it's just a matter of finding it.
correct.
Weapons
The
200.
answer is
World War II weapon nicknamed a pineapple. What is a grenade?
you are right.
Weapons for 400, please.
The answer is
A heavy club of yore, or an eye-stinging spray of today. What is mace?
yes.
Weapons for 6.
The answer is
Hand weapon Captain Kirk usually had his crew set on stun. What is a phaser? been used by everyone in Murder on the Orient Express. It's a knife.
Correct.
And the last clue is yours because it is the other Daily Double.
The answer is.
Oh no, it's not. In the series Danger UXB, what a UXB was? Oh, we already got both Daily Doubles up there, didn't we? Oh, an unexploded bomb. Alright. Category is the movies. I'll wager 2000.
The answer is.
The movie studio that released the landmark film The Jazz Singer in 1927.
The answer is.
It is Warner Brothers. So I end up with $30,000, and I'll see you all for the next game right after the break.